In the Philippines they are singing, voices of angels are ringing. From Gary V to Maury, every song is a wow. They hit the high notes and the low notes with Katrina and Budaka. There's SB19 and Miss Casey playing the trumpet with her mouth. They've got the choirs like the Madrigals, Gigi and Maestro Ryan C. So let's roll out the red carpet for Lonnie, Leo, and Regine. Thank God it's Filipino Friday, where the malls are a concert hall. But if you're one of the 5, hit like and subscribe, 'cause a small percent is still time well spent. Oh, thank God it's Filipino Friday.
Maganda.
So
Maga. Do you realize, Johnny, that I can see you in the little green room during the intro?
Yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't know that.
The very beginning, as when the song starts, I saw you did like this little maraca dance thing. You had this little. It was gigil. It was adorable.
I'm sure it was.
Right at the top of the hello and Magadang Gabi, everybody
there's
as
people
well.
here, right?
There's people here. Let me put them in the chat. Sorry. Right at the top of this, I have to. The gigil reminded me of something Francesca sent us. Hold on, let me pull this up. There is a new word added to the Oxford Dictionary, and it's gigil. It was the Filipino word for it was as part of a list of untranslatable words has just been added, and you're not going to believe the picture they associated with this word. It looks like baby Shirley Jones.
Oh my God, it sure does.
Look at this.
Whoa. Wowee.
Isn't that amazing?
That is, yeah, that is a spinning image.
I feel like they added it just for us.
It's even got a weird spacey look that she does.
Oh, so good to see everyone. So happy that it's Friday. Hope you all had an amazing week. Today on Filipino Friday, we are taking on Pops Fernandez, Freestyle, and Lea Salonga. So it's kind of a guaranteed win.
Ooh, that's a good show.
Yes, absolutely. So Pops will be first. And this is the only one we don't have a poll for today because there's 2 songs that really stood out in terms of requests, and they're both both happens to be a duet, so we thought we would just kind of go in that direction. And then, of course, the polls will take place for the other 2 as per normal.
Good. Those are important, those polls. Those are, we never go against.
Our success hinges on those polls.
Yeah, very strict poll rules at all times. Okay, well, if you haven't
speaking of all times,
ring the bell so you always know what's going on in our world.
Yes, and also please be sure to click on the link below in the description where you can buy us coffee, help support the page and this Filipino Friday podcast, of course. You can even become a Throgalog member for all sort of additional perks, including access to our Sunday shorts, where you send us videos from Instagram and TikTok, whatever, and we react to those, react to as many as we can every single week. And you also get access, voting power, etc. for our Throgalog only events, which is super cool. Okay.
That's good.
Let's bring on the first video. This is Pops Fernandez in 1985, and it's she's singing with another singer named Joey Albert. And this is an artist that's been on our request list that we haven't got to yet. So we're kind of doing a 2-for-1 at the moment. And the song is called Points of View. You're going to have to let us know as to which is which artist, because Joey, I believe, is female, not male, from the description that I saw earlier. So help us out there. That would be great.
Yeah.
Here we go. So left, right. Which one's Joey? Which one's Pops? I love these old videos. Nostalgia instantly.
Yeah, I can't get the right key because they're a little.
Thank you, Jude. So Joey's the one in black.
Okay.
So this is Pops.
Don't take too long, I need you here. I am the kind of friend you know will stay with you through all the pain, never to leave you in the rain, ready to listen to what
Ooh, like that.
you've been through, your woes and blues, and share each other's hearts.
Great modulation.
Yep.
Very James Ingram-ish. You got it.
It doesn't really matter if they're never quite the same. We have the rules in different ways. We play the games of different folks with different strokes and keep our points.
Pause here. So we were just talking about this. We did a reaction to Lara Fabian recently that was a early, I think it was in the 90s. So this is 85, even earlier, talking about the pitch issue with tape, because it's a
Good old
magnetic, sensitive, stretchy, flexible conduit for recording sound waves, and as a result, it's susceptible to everything, temperature changes and moisture and repetition of play. So that pitch that you hear obviously isn't them being off key. The entire track is just like it all kind of gets like wobbly and weird, and that's why that happens. When it stretches or gets manipulated, it technically slows down or speeds up because of that.
Yeah,
And
just
so
make
that's
sure
why
you rewind,
everything
or else
takes a deep dive.
25 cents. 25. You gotta pay 25 cents if you don't rewind that. Also,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
just trying to
yes,
find
that's
those
right.
notes, everything's. It's a little bit in the middle. I was saying as the song started, I couldn't find the note because it's somewhere in the middle, like
Exactly.
somewhere in between there.
Yes.
But I mean, they're on pitch, like you said.
And yes, we do know, as Estel's pointing out, that, and a few of you others have mentioned this too, that Pops is actually Martin's ex-wife. Now they have kids together. The second song is going to be with Pops singing with Martin. So
Awesome.
that's what's going to be after this. So we're going to see that dynamic as well, which should be pretty cool.
Sweet.
Beautiful voices. You can tell. Like I said, it's a little warbly just in the nature of what we're reacting to, but the beautiful tones complementing each other really well. The song is really nice. Like you said, it has that Ingram kind of style feel to it for sure.
I have to hear it some more, because songs like these, which are my favorites, it takes a little while for me to memorize it because there's so much happening, and it's hard to. It doesn't have that predictability factor where I can be like, oh, okay, that's what they did. So it's really a nice thing, actually.
Of you. Most of the time there's just no telling when. Look up and see you've got me, here we are.
Yeah, cool.
That's great. It's just a softness, the two coming in together as well.
Yeah.
Kind of friends you
Love that. Modulation is great.
Just a little element of
Yeah. It kind of. Somebody said it great. Pops singing conversational, less theatrics. I was going to say something similar, in the sense that it's very natural, and I do, as you know, anybody that's seen this show knows that I have an affinity towards a natural voice, and it's not to say that I don't like adornments and I don't like the theatrics and I don't like all the other stuff, because I love that stuff as well. It's probably because I grew up with it. I don't know. There's something.
Remind me a little of Karen Carpenter in the style of singing with it. Yeah.
Like Dinah Ross, singers like that, where there wasn't a lot of runs, there wasn't a lot of inflection, a lot of like tonal manipulation, and I like that old school. Like my favorite bands from the 60s and 70s, they kind of sang just with more natural voices, more of the time to do that. And as time has progressed, it's like you evolve and you things change, and I love singers now, obviously, and they're amazing singers, but I will always have a place in my heart for that type of delivery.
Yes.
It's just,
I totally get that. There's a nostalgic feel, and like you said, the complexity that's happening there too. Thanks for joining us, Story House. Next up is
real quick too. I want to talk about that. There was a moment that I loved. I love that. It just sort of steps down. So it starts on that. It's oh god, what is it? So the F sharp chord, B minor, E with a G sharp in the bass, A. I mean, not that anybody understands what I'm doing right now. It just kind of the way that it. Oh, okay. So it's stepping down. So F sharp.
Exactly. Yes.
B minor, E, A, D, G. So it's constantly just uniformly going down. I think that's a nice little touch.
Yes, and we're gonna circle back and check out Joey as well. I understand that obviously the audio was not ideal in that, but there's still something fun and nostalgic about watching those. And we are going to bring Joey back in circulation so we can hear a little bit more of her on her own as well, just so you guys are aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is...
From one Joey to another. You are a fan.
That's right. Before I let you go, at the Cozy Cove, we love the productions at Cozy Cove because we don't need. I'm wondering if I should have used transparency with the last one, but I feel like there's enough interruptions. It should be fine.
Let's see. Does the AI pick up the
exactly
the wobbliness? Yeah.
This is a band called Freestyle, has been recommended many, 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 many times. Let's check them out.
Mm-hmm.
This one's for old time's sake. I can still remember yesterday. We were so in love in a special way. Knowing that your love made me feel oh so right.
Like that.
Now I feel lost, don't know what to do. Each and every day I think of you. Holding back the tears I'm trying with all my might.
Nice.
Cause you've gone and left me standing all alone. And I know I've got to
Nice.
face tomorrow on my own. But baby, before I let you.
Is there a reason in modern pop music we don't use those chord changes? Like, what's...
I'm sure there is. I don't know why, because I think it's such a
Because it's
waste.
way more interesting.
Yeah.
Because they could have kept that top line, not changed the melody at all, and just not had that like 2-beat chord in between. I don't know what it was, obviously, but it was just something transitional that took place.
Again. Yeah.
But that you just don't hear that in Western radio pop as a whole.
Wasted opportunity.
I don't know
and
why.
I don't know, and I feel like we're training the ears of the next generation to think that's like passe when it's the coolest thing going, or it's hip, as some would say.
Right.
I think that's just, yeah.
I'm just realizing now, probably a future for Francesca and Chris in the chat here. Perhaps Johnny should learn Tagalog for hip. I feel like that would be a win. If there's such a thing. Is it
I'm so hip
Linis,
saying the word hip.
So, something along those lines? I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, it has to have an air of I'm out of touch, like an old man.
Yes,
trying to be
yes.
cool.
Something very old manish.
I hope that you're listening, 'cause it's true, baby. Be forever in my heart. I know that no one else will do.
Red latte.
So before I let you go, I want to say I love you.
Great lines here, too.
Tight band.
I wish that it could be just like before. I know I could have given you so much more.
He's got a cool vibrato. Sometimes when he comes down, it's not like it's not a run. Da 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 da. It's not as distinct as like just 3 notes. He kind of like vibratos through it, and he gives like a cool little texture to it.
Like before.
That.
No,
It's just, I like that.
Even though you know I've given you all my love, miss your smile, I miss your kiss. Each and every day I reminisce.
Ooh, that's
Baby, it's you that I'm always dreaming of. Because you've gone and left me standing
Hi, Jake and Irish.
alone. And I know I got
there it
to
is,
face
chord again.
tomorrow
Yeah.
on my own. You take this. But baby, letting love go is never easy. Yeah. But I love you so. That's
Oh, backup singers too. Setting a mood.
I know.
The backup singers being the 1,000 people in the audience.
Leave it all behind me. I guess it wasn't meant to be, but maybe before I let
Nice.
you go, I wanna say I love you. I hope that you're listening, 'cause it's true, baby. Be forever in my heart, and I know that no That was perfect. So before I let you go, I want to.
I actually don't. What is his name, by the way?
To say. I love you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, everybody, for having us. Maraming salamat sa inyo. God bless you. In behalf of IJ.
Sorry, even that, what the band's doing.
I know. There's.
Did you catch that? There's just what the
That's what I was
drummers
gonna
doing,
say.
almost like this halftime feel. So rather than the typical 16th beat build up, there's something
They're together.
jazzy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
doing a riff in the outro part, which is just usually the
Yeah,
afterthought.
that's really clever.
That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Sorry, I want to hear that
Who
again.
misses out most on this stuff besides, listeners like you and me that love that type of music? But it's the instrumentalists, the players that back in the day they had just this plentiful supply of things to be involved with and sink their teeth into. And it's actually a funny story. I was at a band rehearsal. We're trying to figure out new tunes to play, and we're like, "Oh, is there anything modern?" And like, I don't know. And it's just like, it's just not the same. As for an instrumental. So I'm not saying there's not good songs today, because there's great songs. But as a piano player, as a guitar player, I mean, listening to a song like this, there's so much cool and fun things to do.
Yeah,
Musically speaking.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me hear the ending here, real quick.
God bless
So
you.
much candy.
In behalf of IJ,
Like, that's not easy to play and sing.
We are honored.
Nice.
His voice opened up like a fine wine, opened up beautifully as the song went on. I mean, I loved his voice to begin with. He kind of was more contained, a little lower. Another very natural sounding voice, which I like
Yes.
a lot. And I thought he was just kind of more of a typical baritone. Didn't go too high. And then as the song progresses, like, okay, he keeps going, and it just, man, he can bust it out.
Fantastic. And I agree. It was definitely the signal that's the end of the show. It's probably the closing song or something like that. But it's just how it was done was way more clever and difficult technically to do than you hear a lot of typical closing numbers, which is great. I also
'cause usually the last chord, I mean, I'm just strumming along, and then the drummer's like, but to have it actually be together, it's well constructed.
I'm sure your
That's
drummer
pretty
Mike
awesome.
would appreciate that. That
Yeah.
this is what my drummer does. I see lots and lots of requests for a song that was not part of the poll for them. Freestyle, you guys are asking for a song called So Slow that was not in the poll. So whatever, I don't know what won the poll. We'll do what won the poll because we respect the poll here at the Throga channel and never
absolutely.
not go along with it.
It's
And then
sacred
we'll just throw on a bonus of So Slow at the end.
so weird.
We got you. So we'll put that at the end. Before we do, and next up is Lea, and also Johnny's orthopedist just bought a coffee. Johnny has so much hip, we had to remove one of them. Thank you, Art.
Oh my goodness.
Salamat sa pagkape. But again, today, if you can find the link for So Slow, we can tack that on at the end of the show.
I must say too, when I heard you announce the band Freestyle, I was thinking something different. I thought it was more of a rap thing, which, I mean, obviously, you and me.
I
being
thought it
rap
was going to be a
people-
rock band, and that was a totally different thing, which
Oh,
is
I just
crazy.
think freestyle, somebody just spitting on the mic, spitting some rhymes, you know? Does that sound hip?
It sounds
Oh.
totally hip. I saw a coffee come in. Let's pause and show our.
You saw 50 coffees come in.
So 50.
Yeah.
We need to learn how to count. It's what's the? I don't know any numbers in Tagalog yet. Maybe that's something we should learn. Just some basic numbers. But we'll just say mas kape and salamat Vicky.
Vicky, Philo from Down Under, bought 50 copies, and she said, "Magandang umaga at maraming salamat mga Ginu."
What is your welcome? The walang anumang? I was like, no bother. Yeah, walang anuman. So she's saying thank you. So it was just like,
Yeah.
Thank you. Salamat.
Yes.
So before we jump
Awesome.
into our first reaction of Lea, which I'm very excited about this song because I've never even heard this song, let alone her sing it. It is a song that was cut from Miss Saigon. So I'm very, very curious about this. So we're going to check that out in a second. But first, we actually have a sponsor for today's Filipino Friday, which we're very excited to share with you. We just did an unboxing video 2 weeks ago, I think, during our Dimash Live. And today we're going to show you some of the features built into this. Do you have your
I do.
Cyber G right there? We want to show you guys this real quick.
Look at this beauty.
It's
Look
a
at her.
wild instrument. So Johnny and I pre-filmed because there's an insane number of features on this. So we had to pre-record it and try to condense it to just a quick little promo to show you guys what this instrument's all about. So I'm going to put that on right now.
This on too. It's so pretty. Hold on.
Yes, go for it.
Ooh.
It is very cool. It is very cool. All right, let me play this video for you, and then we're going to come back in. Johnny's going to play a little something, and then it's going to be Lea. Where is the button? Here it is. If I kill the lights here, when you turn it on, it's just...
Oh, that's cool.
You can actually program the colors, like the ambient lights and everything, do what you want, which is wild.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Having said that, I'm going to remove this whole thing.
I didn't know you could do that.
It doubles as a MIDI controller. It's got an output right here. So you can program, if you... You just broke it. No. If you use Logitech, Pro Tools, whatever, interact that way. So on the fly for traveling, for the laptop, whatever, this is awesome. But the reason I'm taking this out is because they also sent us this. And by us, I mean not Johnny. Do you know what this is?
No, but I want it.
It's a pick version. So this has kind of like a strum kind of feel to it. This still lights up, and this is out like this weekend. It's like brand new, and this just slides right in. Use this as kind of like a strum feel.
Okay, that's pretty slick.
Oh, and before I forget, they also just came out the charging stand, so you can literally just pop this in a stand and it charges.
Did you get that too?
Maybe. No.
Man,
no, they literally just came out with that. So this is the app that interacts with it. I'm just moving around, just like I don't have a plan per se yet.
Right. Well, that's the cool thing about it. If you have no musical theory background, you can just press the button, see what sounds good,
Yes.
and experiment. But if you look on the top, it's got these Roman numerals. So basically, it uses the proper chords within the scale that you're in. But you can also transpose, meaning you can go to different keys. You can go to half step up, full step up.
Right.
You know, just keep going all the way up, and that's this little button.
Yeah, you can do that on the fly.
You know, so you can start learning tunes before you know the theory, but you're learning theory as you go. So it's really nice.
And speaking of tunes, that actually has a ton built right in. Hotel California, Love Story. I think that's the one Aurora must have clicked on.
Is there anything Metallica? Yes.
Yes,
Oh, there we
they
go.
do. So close, no matter how far.
There we go. Yeah.
Couldn't be much more from the heart.
Awesome.
I'm playing Johnny.
Oh man.
I can join Metallica right now. Oh, and I think I can just hit this for drums, right? I don't just say, and nothing else, Phil, matters. This is awesome.
A little rusty, but that's pretty
little,
darn good.
Little rusty. I don't think I've ever actually sung that song out in a
I don't
band
think you
or
have
anything.
either.
And Johnny, before I have you show off what you can do with the keyboard part, the charging stand is free. It's a $40 value if you purchase one between March 25th and April 25th. So
Okay.
now would be a good time to buy. Plus, you get 20% off using the link in our description. I'm going to have Johnny and Aurora work together with maybe one of her originals or writing something. I'm not sure yet. And Aurora's going to come back and sing for you all, which is pretty cool. Because as a songwriter, I think this is an incredible tool.
A lot of students that I work with, they're singers and they have melodies in their head, but they don't play an instrument. They don't have the theoretical knowledge, so they kind of get hung up, and they have to rely on somebody like me to help them write a song. Now I'm out of a job,
which is why we needed the sponsor.
Exactly.
We're phasing you out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's such a cool toy, to say the least. I've stolen it a few times from Aurora's room to play with.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that charging stand and the check from CyberG for the lost revenue that I will be taking for my lessons.
I wanted you to, can you show what you can do with, because you can program sounds and everything. Can you show what you do with the keyboard in conjunction with neck?
Sure. So again, so here's the left hand. Let's see, get it in view here. There we go. So again, you just as a press of a button, you basically go up the scale.
You can change tempo, everything.
Right. So we'll give you a chord progression that everybody's familiar with. Yeah, this could be Let It Be, Don't Stop Believing. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, we need a better sound. Hold on.
Yeah, you have electric
guitar? There we go.
There it is.
Yes, yes.
Throw in the drums.
Okay, hold on.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, CyberG, for the sponsor. We're happy to have you part of the Throga channel. Thank you, everybody, for being part of that chat as well. And you can check out, again, the link in the description below if you're curious about grabbing one of those. It's a wild instrument for sure. Okay.
Yes.
Back to the program. We are taking on Lea. This song, let's see if I can find this again. The song is called Too Much for One Heart. And I've got to set that up.
Joy, you should get one, Joy, for sure. You got to get one. I want to jam with you.
Yes. Okay. Here she is. This was posted 16 years ago. I don't know the actual date of this. I don't see it in the description. If anybody knows, this is during some sort of DVD The Broadway concert. I'm not sure what the date was for this.
God, she's a real life princess, that one. She really is. I just love her. I love her
literally.
So much.
It's crazy. Her career is just amazing. Now, here we go.
It's called Too Much for One Heart.
It's a little quiet. Sorry.
down.
Outside there is a war.
Yes, Art. We'll do
And
that.
here the night is still. The jasmine buds have bloomed the way that jasmine will.
She was
I
dancing.
have given birth to a speckle of dust, to a sparkle of light, to a small hint of life. Frail as a flower in the morning is
love
this
her more.
tiny work of art. When I see his face before me, this is too much for one heart. Here, like a seedling in a garden, is a world about to start. How I need you here to share it. This is too much for one heart. Yours, half of all of this is yours, and I swear upon the moon, soon you will see the best of you and me in the smile that is shining on the face of your son, all alone in my arms.
Mm.
She is just a treasure.
It really is a national treasure. I mean, again, such a good natural sound. Just natural beauty. Just
Yeah, I mean, she's stunning inside and out. I mean, but there's trying to describe her. There's something that carries over into everything she sings, and the only word that comes to mind is innocence. There's that just clean, soft, innocent tone. There's something in her delivery which probably why it fares so well for as a princess, and then the role, obviously her breakout role with Miss Saigon, and it just carries through even in the more recent content that we've heard her sing in. There's just a presence there that's just, there's something untouched and beautiful about everything that comes out of her mouth. It's just, I just love it.
It's pristine and innocent, but also simultaneously, I feel like there's conviction and poise there. So there's a confidence. It's
For sure.
It's definitely
innocent, not in the
self-assured.
sense of naive. I definitely don't want to imply
Right.
that. Yeah.
Just Chris, just pure. Yeah, just pure.
Yeah. Yeah. Just love it. And when she comes down
elegant,
to those,
yes.
elegant.
Francesca nailed it. Yes.
That's another great word for sure. And when she does come down to those lower notes, with that vibrato, there's just something that just it rattles the listener, unlike any other.
Son, all alone in my arms, I hold such beauty. I want time to stop right here, make perfection last forever, in which I could disappear.
breath control, the consistency of the vibrato. There's just a masterclass on this. I'm going to use your suggested word, Francesca. I think it was the elegance. Just, but there's in this song, it still has this somber, sobering weight to it as well. You know, it's connected to the character and the storytelling within the piece. She's just phenomenal.
But yeah, the connection is so deep that I've said this before. She does so much with so little, as far as emoting. And to me, that's, the best actors are the ones that, they're not overdoing it. They're the ones that they're not even necessarily conscious of what they're doing. They're like, okay, I'm surprised. I got to make a surprise face, or
right.
I'm angry, so I got to make an angry face. It's so in them that it comes out, and it's like they don't even move barely, and it's like, and they're fully getting that that idea and that feeling across to everyone that's watching them.
So she has that internal storytelling with subtle external, and you have someone like Gary Valenciano, which is external. It's like that, just like every little, and there's like different ways to tell it. It's just crazy.
Gabe song, say it like Al Pacino. Well, now that you mention it, actually, yes. Well, that's a good example of contrasting different styles, because 70s Pacino, which I love, as we know, like the Godfather movies, where it's just
right.
I mean, so pensive, so sort of constrained, but emoting amazingly. Then obviously, as time went on, he got more over the top, which is also very entertaining as well. But I really like the subtlety. Is just great.
Yeah, beautifully done. Real quick, super chat. Thank you, Darth Evader, for your super chat. Support greatly appreciated, and also Mendrelin Ones. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Greatly appreciated. Salamat.
Little known fact that Darth Vader's middle name is actually Elliot.
What?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's where the E comes from. Darth Elliot.
What are you talking about?
There we go. Eugene. His middle name was Eugene.
All right, it's that time. Wait.
Oh, yes, it is that time.
Where is it? There it is. It's Throgalog time. If you're new to this channel, this is the segment in which we attempt another language. We are...
Richard, is there a master chart for these words that we've...
There is. So, didn't I send you the Excel sheet?
Oh, you may have.
I'll send it again. It is building rather quickly. I have to go back and study some as well. So today we have Chris Everett, who is also in the chat, and she's going to teach us how to set up. Oh, this is kind of for me, right? So the next song is the next singer is. So
cool. I'll take this one off then. Sweet.
This looks like really long sentences. All right, I'm going to do my best. Let's hit play.
Hello, Richard and Johnny. Today's Throgalog time is brought to you by me and the third world mosquitoes in my backyard. There's a lot of noise inside the house, so I'm recording outside today.
All good.
Anyway, today you're going to learn a full sentence, so brace yourselves. You're going to learn how to introduce your next song or your next artist. We're going to start with the next song is. In Tagalog, we say, ang susunod na kanta ay. Ang susunod na kanta ay. Ang susunod na kanta ay. The next song is. Ang means the, susunod means next. Na has several meanings in Tagalog, but in this case, it's just a linking word. So, kanta is from the Spanish cantar, which means song. Ay means is. Ang susunod na kanta ay. The next song is. Now, if you want to introduce your next singer, we actually have another word for song, which is awit. But we don't use that in conversational speech. We use that in formal language and in literature. Okay. So, the word singer is derived from awit. Mang-aawit. Ang susunod na mang-aawit ay si. Mang is similar to the English which you add to a verb to make it a noun. Just like sing, singer, drive, driver. So, mang-aawit is just like saying songer. So, ang susunod, namang aawit ay si. You have to add the word si because we use it specifically to introduce the name of a person.
Oh, okay.
Ang susunod namang aawit ay si. Ang susunod na mang aawit ay si. So that's how
I
you
really like the
introduce your
double
next
A
song
word.
or your next artist.
Yeah.
So guess who's gonna try this next? Ang susunod ay kayo.
Me. So for the next song, ang susunod na kanta ay, I don't know what the next song is. Maybe I should have that pulled up too.
I know the next singer. Ang
Yes.
susunod na mang aawit si Pops.
Fernandez. Yes, in the song, ang susunod na kanta ay Ikaw lang ang
Susunod.
Mamahalin. Oh, wait, I can do this. Ikaw is you. Lang, I don't know what lang is. Ang, the, we just learned. Mamahalin is that has the word love in it, in the middle. Maha. So, and then it has an added. I'm trying to look at chat. I don't want to cheat. You, the love, you are my love, or lover, something along those lines. Am I close? Maybe. I don't know. All right, let me pull it up. You guys let me know in the chat.
Ang galing. Ang galing, Richard. Ang galing. Ang galing.
Salamat. Lang is only. Okay. You guys. Oh, I like this sentence. You guys are awesome. Ang galing. Salamat. As long as only. So, you are my only love. I was close. It's right there. Okay. So this is Martin and Pop singing together back when I believe they were married. I don't know how many years. This is 11 years ago. And let's check it out.
Okay, I will in 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, wait. Are you done being frozen?
There we go.
Okay,
Done.
good. You're moving again. I get a star.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concert queen, Pops Fernandez.
Oh, this is fan cam. We might be able to just watch it. Perfect.
So I finally get to sing this time, huh, Mark?
You never wore that before.
We'll circle back to the coffees. Salamat.
Yep.
I only wear things like this when I'm performing with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So that you know what you're missing out. Normally I'm a turtleneck, only with you.
I see all your Instagram, you're fully dressed.
Exactly.
But
Like,
now-
because of the...
All jokes aside, my 30 years, they've always been, the best years have always been with you, even during bad days.
Really?
Yes, I just want you, from the heart, I want you to know, thank you for 30 years with me, and without me, you've always been there for me. Pops Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I have to say...
That's too bad. They are still together. This is sweet.
I know,
yeah.
yeah.
Last this long, if we did not ever got together in Penthouse Life.
Those
I'm
are
not
good days.
celebrating my 30th year.
Not yet.
Oo nga, matagal pa yun. 28 lang ako. But thank you also. And no matter what, I think we've said this so many times. When it comes to your career, and of course, because of our children, I will always be here to support you. Happy anniversary, Mark.
Thank you.
They have 2 boys. Is that right?
I love Martin too.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone
he's
who's
awesome.
screen is dressed just like you.
What's that? What's
I
that?
said everyone who's screen is dressed just like you.
Just like me. What does
Well, that makes it even cooler. The respect and
Yeah.
that's awesome. course they do. I'm sure both do, but
I know. Yeah. No genetics.
that's cool. It's almost like an echo duet style. Just a little pause here. Unfortunately, in this particular piece, we can't hear her as well. We're going to come back to Pops in a future reaction. We can only pack in so many things in once. But the first video,
the video does not do this justice.
Yeah, for sure. So it's fan cam, things like that. It's sweet to see the interaction. I think that's probably why this was recommended so much, and we totally get that. We can hear his theatrical flair and everything else. So there's a beauty in this. But I definitely want to hear her voice a little bit more, maybe even in a studio session. We probably won't have time for that today. If we can get to it, great. If not, we will definitely, just so you guys know, circle back to her.
Yeah, you still get a sense, though. I mean, obviously, you know that they're great.
Right.
Even the duet itself, it's I like how it's constructed too, because it's not just your obvious, okay, I'll go, you go, and then we'll harmonize here. It's kind of the way she's coming in.
Yes.
I like how it's sort of weaving in and out, and it's just got this interesting flow. It's just not your standard.
Francesca, you're saying this song was written by Joey Elbert and Luis Ocampo? That's ironic, if it is. That's cool. Sherry saying it was originally by Joey. That's funny. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, I really like it a lot. Yeah, it's just one of those songs that you just...
Thank you so much.
Grabbing the flowers.
Maraming salamat po.
Pops Fernandez, come on!
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's one of those songs that when you're listening to, you feel like you're floating and flying. It's just got that, like a good operatic piece or classical piece where it's just, it's just floaty. For lack of a better word.
That seemed like the right word. I'm good with that. Oh, wait. Oh, this is Pops again? What link do I have here? Oh, it's Pops singing with Freestyle. Right, well, there you go.
Okay. Well,
it's all just coming together.
Man.
Let's see how she sounds on this one. So 3 duets with Pops. How funny is that?
The last one is with Lea, Freestyle, and...
I know. Okay, so this is Bakit, I don't know that word, Ngayon ka lang. Oh, I need help with this one. I'm drawing a
Yeah.
blank. Do you have any thoughts on what this means? If you were to guess. Bakit Ngayon ka lang.
I was gonna say something funny like I don't know, like a Metallica thing, like I crush your skull with my.
Yes, it's very Pops and Freestyle vibe. Well, on that note, quick thank you to Hilma Haro. Thank you so much for your super chat. And for Anna Patrimonio, if I'm saying your name correctly, thank you so much for your support. And Johnny the Coffees, please.
Yes, Francesca bought us 5. I left my home in San Francesco.
So I was wondering where you're going with this.
That was a reach.
I
That was a
like
little bit of
it.
a reach.
Salamat sa
Thanks for the-
pagkape, Francesca.
She says, thanks for the much needed and very enjoyable distraction today. Always welcome. And then Benny Lindo, of course. Wifey
Benny!
Christina Gold Sub says hello. Thank you for your continued support to the
Thank
Filipino
you so much.
talent. It's our pleasure.
Salamat, all of you.
I left my heart.
So we got
in
to.
San Francisco.
Francesca's like, no. It's your new theme song. You're stuck with it.
Yeah, now I'm never gonna stop playing it.
Okay, so the interpretation of this song. So lang is only. Oh, that was in the previous title. Okay, and bakit is why. So is now. Thank you. So I'm just scrolling through and seeing the interpretation of the song. Okay. Why now you only come? So why do you come just now? Why just now? All right, awesome. Thank you for that interpretation.
Oh, I thought she
And-
was referring to the why just now that I've discovered the Francesca song. You know, you
No.
can't plan these things. It's a gift from the heavens, and
That's
you just
right.
I'm just merely a channel for the greater divine inspiration. So
Here we go.
ooh, that's nice. Oh,
Bakit ngayon ka lang?
Definitely younger here.
Ngayon kung kailan ang aking puso
exactly, latte.
mayroon na laman.
I'm not sure about. Whoops.
Sana'y nalaman
Transparency here.
ko na darating ka sa buhay ko, di sana'y
Now we can hear that beautiful voice. All right.
Ikaw sana
Sa
aking
ang aking yakap-yakap,
ang iyong kamay ang aking laging hawak.
That's cool.
At hindi kanya
kanya.
Bakit ngayon ka lang dumating sa buhay ko? Pilit binubuksan ang sarado ko.
Now you can't really hear the band.
Ikaw ba nararapat sa akin? At sabay dapat kong limutin. Nais kong malaman bakit ngayon
Thank you for the explanation.
Ikaw sana
Can't make out all the chords. Just a little faded.
Yes, I know. The mix is.
She's a very smooth voice throughout all of this. And we just heard him in another one. We're going to come back to So Slow, too, that we promised earlier to hear Freestyle. I have a suspicion that their sound, just like we're hearing, is not great. It sounds like they're trying to find some of the pitches. Like, because we already know they both have an ear, a musicality to match the notes very well. And I can hear there's moments where I can literally hear them sing a note, and then you can tell when a singer's chasing the chord, kind of like, wait, this isn't. So I think whether they're in ears or stage monitors, probably at that time.
Probably stage monitors.
Stage monitors, yeah. It's like they're not hearing the sound well. Something's off because we know their pitch accuracy is typically better than this. So there's a little bit of a chase, and we've all been victim. I know you've been victim to this. I certainly have been a victim to this. You're just like desperately trying to figure out where you are. It's really hard to do. I think that's what's happening here. Even
with in-ear monitors, which has probably been the last 10, 15 years that these have come into play. But so it used to be the speaker in front of you, which, it can obviously help because back in the 60s, they didn't have that at all. It was just, you had the main speakers to the side pointing out to the front, so you didn't have anything. And then they had the fallback speaker coming back at you, which is still not great. And then these are the recent things. Right. Even these, it's
not a guarantee.
A great mix is not a guarantee, and more often than not, it's not that good. So that's one thing. That's actually a really good point. All these amazing singers that we get the opportunity and the privilege to react to, and a lot of live performances, they're doing so amazing, and it's like they're overcoming so many things that people aren't even aware of, because it's not easy to perform with a full band where there's just all this sound. There's again, and your mix can be usually pretty crappy, and you can't really hear yourself that well. It's not like being in a recording studio where it's just a sterile environment and you're just getting the
It's easy to mistake sometimes if you've only heard a singer once. Sometimes it's like, oh, if they're off key on that note or something like that, you think that, it's easy to just blame the singer. Very, very often they're just a victim of circumstance that's there. So you always look at the larger catalog of things. If typically they're right on and occasionally they're off, it could have been a mood. It could have been bad sound. They could have been fighting being sick. There's things like that it's a living instrument. So I always give a sense of grace there and the benefit of the doubt. Here, something's off, and I'm pretty sure it's sound, because it's not just one singer, it's both. Just a little bit of that chase. And they sound great, their tone and everything else, but there's something a little bit off taking place here. So just giving that benefit of the doubt. And we're going to hear So Slow as well.
Yeah, and there's just all these frequencies just being tossed around and bumping into each other.
Without in-ears. Yeah.
I mean, there's literally on stage, my bass player, he'll be playing something, and we'll both hear it. We'll be like, man, that sounds like a completely different note. Because it's just, you're hearing
happens.
The harmonics and the frequencies bouncing off, the resonance, and it can be very disorienting. So that in mind, I think they're doing really well.
Oh, for sure. You can tell the quality of the instruments are there.
Yeah, but the mix is
the mix is rough.
Bakit ngayon dumating sa buhay ko? Pilit binubuksan ang sarado kong puso. Ikaw ba ang nararapat sa akin? At sabay dapat ko lang limutin. Nais kong malaman bakit ngayon ka lang dumating. Nais kong malaman bakit ngayon ka lang dumating.
Yeah, you hear the quality and the tones that's there. By the way, I see the chat with little riff there going on too. I just wanted to clarify the chasing I was referred to is not a tempo thing. I was referring to more of like frequency of speed in terms of like sharp flat. So just I think that was a little confusion in there. So I might not use the right term for that, but chasing is, and there's a slight delay in hearing where you are, where the chord is in the music, and then adjusting your voice accordingly, not the actual timing or rhythmic aspect of what's there. Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on, we have Lea again, and we're going to hear Reflection. I see won the vote. Fantastic. I know there are many other songs from Lea that are being requested. Guess what? We're so not done reacting to Lea. She will absolutely be in future Filipino Fridays. Guaranteed.
Moving on.
So this is more recent. This is at the Sydney Opera House, it looks like. And I don't think we've heard, I mean, I've heard her sing Reflection. It's Mulan. But I don't think we've heard anything live of her singing with this one, so this should be cool.
Piccolo.
Look at me, I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Just pulling back a little bit there.
How I pray that a time will come I can free myself and meet their expectations. On that day, I'll discover some way to be myself and to make my family proud. They want a docile lamb. No one knows who I am. Must there be a secret me I'm forced to hide?
I hate stopping. I'm going to rewind just a little bit. We stopped for a couple reasons. One, it's a reaction channel. Two, we'd like to avoid copyrights as much as possible. And sometimes pausing helps that process.
We just like to hear ourselves talk.
All right, in play. No. Chris pointed out in the chat her diction. And I was thinking the same thing as I read that. I mean, the M, the N, the D's, the R's, the P's, the Q's, the S's, just all of it.
But all the vowels, too, are...
Yes, the shaping of the vowels, but the reason I was pointing out the consonants is they're so crisp. There's like they come through very cleanly, which helps very leanies, but just allow or don't disrupt the tone, the formant of the vowels themselves. It's just so consistent, and I'm just gonna use the word again, not disruptive. and which many singers have. It's when they go to move the tongue or close the lips, it's like you lose a little bit of that timbre, that quality of sound, and none of it is sacrificed ever in her performances.
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, that's somebody said before, conversational. I used that in a different context before, but conversational in the fact that you're having a conversation with her like she's talking, but she's singing notes along with it. That's because
Yeah,
nothing's changing. It's so easy as a singer to compromise the sound of you start to morph vowels based on your lack of coordination. Sometimes it's cool. It's just
right.
rock and roll to do that. But
Stylistically, it can be a choice, of course.
yeah, it can be awesome. But a lot of times it's because you're not quite there yet with your skill set. So to be able to maintain exactly the pronunciation and articulation while
Yes,
singing and all this other stuff going on is quite a skill
just
set.
brilliant. Just brilliant.
Um,
I see lots of requests
yeah.
for other songs and other artists in the chat. They do not belong in the chat, so if you're new here, always put them in the comments after the live, because we do not review the chat. They don't get written down. They don't get voted on our back end. So you have to
You know
make
what I
sure
missed?
that you have that. What's that? Oh, all right, we can do that. For those of you who have been here before and continue to ignore the reality that you must put your
Just use
requests.
the voice.
Hold on.
Use the voice.
Oh, wait, I don't have it called up. Where is it? Ah! I don't know where it is. Wait, here it is. It's going up. Hold on.
God, okay, well, now I'm not.
All right,
I'm
yeah,
sorry I asked.
the mood is gone. The mood is gone. Wait, it's
Yeah.
loading. Ugh. And now we really
I
am
used
getting
to.
angry.
I loved that show.
Now
That was my
everybody's
favorite.
getting angry with us.
Do the voice.
Why is
and
it not
talk. Oh yeah,
loading?
yeah. Is there any angry laced words that you can use in Tagalog?
Yes. Nagigigila
Scolding
ka
type
sa'yo.
It sounded.
It's not loading. I can't do it. Anyway,
Okay. Whatever.
moving on. Let's prioritize Leia, shall we?
Yes.
Secret me, I'm forced to hide. Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time? When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Ah,
When will my reflection
sensitivity here.
show who I am inside?
She's just beautiful. I mean, physically too, but it was just
I think.
her smile, her tone, just like everything's just so. It's like her. It just some people you just have like that. Their voice just matches their presence, and I just
Yeah,
think
it's an
she
overall
really
thing.
has that
Yep. Her essence is lovely.
essence.
Um,
Great word.
I love that song too. Definitely from the golden age, in my opinion, of Disney songs before Let It Go. I mean, those early songs are just classic. And Christina Aguilera's version is the one I think I was introduced to first.
Mm,
But I've always liked that version better, the Leia's version from the movie.
I concur.
Christina's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but Leia's just
Thanks for joining us.
more my thing.
All right, so this is. Do I have the right one, guys? This is Freestyle So Slow with You guys were asking for, is it another singer? Jinky? Is she part of the band or is she a... I'm wondering who has the mic. Is it Jinky? It sounds like I'm saying something naughty. It's not kinky. Am I pronouncing this right? Jinky?
Actually, you know what's funny about that name? Did I ever tell you a couple of years ago, somebody anonymously sent a doll
Okay.
with a note saying, "My name is Jinky, and I'm a haunted doll." And apparently, there's a company that does send creepy dolls to
Oh,
houses.
okay.
Like,
You don't know who sent this?
I did find out. Yeah, it was a
Oh,
friend
okay.
of mine. Yeah, I got weird
That's
friends.
great. Okay,
His
so
name was Jinky.
she's originally part of the band. Ah, okay. I'm following ya. Let's check this out. So this is Jinky and Top, which is the other main singer. Nice. Thank you for the reminder for everybody, Rhoda.
I've been with you, boy, for years, it's about a while. Getting too sensual is really not my style.
The 90s
You
R&B.
know
Yeah.
I love you, and I like it just like this.
Cool little inflections.
Sometimes I feel like giving you more than just a kiss, but baby, it's wrong. Baby, it's not my kind of game. If I give it to you now, our love will never be the same. It won't be long. We gotta play our love just right. I know you know the time will come, but baby,
Bye, Lou.
for tonight, let's take it slow, so slow. Anywhere you wanna go, baby, for you I lay it all on the line.
Nice.
You oughta know, boy, I ain't got nowhere to go. Give it to you, only to you. We gotta take it real slow. We get together, you know I feel.
So the band Freestyle definitely they've got a sound. That's, I mean, even the Top isn't even singing yet. The band hasn't even come in yet, but there's a vibe that's taking place, right? It just sits back a little bit. That's what I'm gathering. Stylistically, it's R&B ish, but
This one sounds a little, yeah, definitely. There's an R&B undertone to all the stuff. This one
Yeah.
sounds a little bit more, where the last two sounded a little bit more like sort of more 80s, or early 90s possibly. This sounded later 90s with the some of the R&B stuff.
right. Yeah, so I'm just
Like
kind of
Lauryn
slowly.
Hill, you know, as opposed to
There you go.
like James
Yeah.
Ingram, you know.
So hopefully the band comes in here too, because I just love their whole vibe. So I'm thinking that it builds into this. It's a cool song.
We get together, you know I feel fine. Burns up inside me, all that natural design. I know that you feel it too. I know you wanna flow. You're dreaming about it, and the fire just
She's got great control
baby, it's wrong.
and feel, for that matter.
If I give it to you now, our love will never be the same. It won't be long. We gotta play our love just right. I know you know the time will come, but baby, for tonight, let's take it slow, so slow.
Like how she brought that down there.
Anywhere you wanna go, baby, for you I lay
Total finger snap vibe, yes.
You oughta
No, it's not on beat because
know,
it's delay, but it's okay.
boy, I ain't got nowhere to go.
I know the song's not done yet. I just the young drummer in me just this poor guy. He's bored out of his mind. It's just my heart breaks for him.
Your place.
You know he just wants to come in. He wants to join. He can create a great vibe. We've already heard his skill sets.
He could. So sometimes again,
it's not
drummer,
fair.
You know. So need to be.
I ain't got nowhere to go. Give it to you, only to you. We gotta take it real slow. I know tomorrow it will still be you and me.
God, she's awesome.
Yeah. Cool little break in her voice there too.
Let's take it slow, so slow. Anywhere you wanna go, baby, for you I lay it all on the line. You ought to know, boy, I ain't got nowhere to go. Give it to you.
The harmonies are right on. Assume that it was at tops.
Gotta take it real slow.
She has a lot to offer.
A lot. She's freaking great. Oh my goodness.
It's like understated.
Yeah, it's understated, but it's
'cause we gotta take it.
Oh, I like her.
I love her, yeah.
This is why doing this podcast is so necessary live. We wouldn't have even known about this song. Or that there was a female singer in the band. For that matter.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
Understated is such a good word, but not, it's not a derogatory thing. But it's
no.
It's understated, but she's still powerful and she's still at the forefront, but there's something about her tone. It's like, it's just right. It's not too much, not too little. It's just fits in just perfectly.
Yeah, and her versatility. I mean, she was doing like the little riffs, and then like powerful moments, and then subtlety. There's just, you could tell there's like a whole rabbit hole there as far as what she's capable of doing with her voice. So that was super, super cool.
Yeah, I mean, the first majority of the song, I mean, she kept within a brutally limited range too, and then, which was fine, because I mean, a great R&B voice. It's just, you can sing one note, and that's
it can be exactly a small, like half an octave can be interesting if you know how to use it.
But as the song progressed, she definitely went outside of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fit in one more fun one that we have. You guys have been suggesting a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Johnny, I'm gonna let you pick. We have one is from a karaoke Christmas party on bended knees. We have
do we want any more Christmas?
I know you love Christmas. We have a
I do love On Bended Knee though.
Yeah, that is a good song. And
there's
so many others. Filipino crowd singing, store clerk in the Philippines. All right, yeah, if you love that song, let's do that. Having said that, before we play the video, next week I'm going to fill you in on who we're going to react to. 3 new artists we have not reacted to at all. One is Rachel Alejandro, another band called Cup of Joe, keeping the Joey theme alive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And a living legend. She was actually recommended for our legend theme that we did a few weeks ago, but that was dedicated to those who have passed. She's still alive. So we're going to react to Celeste Legaspi, if I'm saying her name correctly. So in the comments after this reaction, not in the chat, let's not bring out Hulk again. In the comments, let us know what songs.
Let's bring them out. I love it.
Let's see. I still don't have the sound for it. Let us know which songs you want us to react to for Rachel, Cup of Joe, and Celeste. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Real quick, also, Latte Lover, thank you for your 5 coffees. She said, a lovely way to end the week, guys. Thank you so much.
Lovely
always for us as well.
Yes, that is a very symbiotic thing happening for sure.
And I will forever thank Richard for thinking of Filipino Fridays. It was one of your best ideas. I've known you for 30 years, or my whole life.
Finally did something right.
You know, I was waiting for a good idea, and finally, just never give up hope, people.
So Celeste, not Celeste. Celeste, 3 syllables. Thank you for correcting me the name. All right, so what do we got here? I'm Benny. This is with Josh Garrett and Jean Madalade. We just hear him recently? That was last week. All right. There's certainly enough material for this. This is a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
Where that sits in the range.
That little percent there.
I definitely want to do that in the future. Ooh. Here's Jung. Make this larger. Nice. This all sits in a very delicate range. I know they're just having fun. It's casual. It's not like on a big stage thing. But this is what we see in the Philippines all the time, in the mall and in the parking lots, at the beach. Just all these great examples of just galing, just in just everybody, and just jumping in on the mic and riffing some lines and just stepping out. It's just wild to see.
They have sing-alongs in the restrooms. They're all, you know, like everybody out in the stalls. Just
take it, stall 2.
It's just the music is alive in the Philippines, and that is an amazing thing.
Always.
Yeah, no, this is tough.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, Boyz II Men are no joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just the big belty parts; it's all the little nuances. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, there's
It's all these
beyond
yes.
me. It's beyond me.
Oh,
Voice commends the original artist.
tipsy but great singing. Yeah. Oh, he's got a great tone. Great modulation.
Modulation heaven is going up.
When I'm drinking, I wouldn't even remember the words, let alone where the runs
I
go.
know.
Oh, I love it. Oh, little delicate moments like that. And accurate. Down on bended knee.
Yep.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Obviously.
Well,
Beautiful.
it's that time. It's the time to go back and watch Filipino Friday from the beginning in case you missed any of the show.
Watch it 3 times.
We hope you had an amazing week. We hope you have an even better weekend. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, let us know in the comments song suggestions for Rachel, Alejandro, Cup of Joe, and Celeste. If I'm getting that right. Legaspi. For next week. Thank you to all of our Throgalog members. Thank you for all of the coffees, salamat, sapakapes, all the way
Thank you,
around.
guys.
And for the super stickers, have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. We love you.